The New Jersey Devils are down bad. 3-0 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets yesterday. Elvis has left the building with another shutout. And I wanted to go over some of the comments from and around Jack Hughes. I know what you're thinking. Lego, didn't you just make a video talking about Jack Hughes and the Devils like just a few days ago? And yes, this is something that we spoke about on this YouTube channel earlier in the week. But I do think that with the extended conversations going on about this guy, and with all of the extra discourse from Devils fans, the anger that they are feeling at the behest of their own hockey team, it deserves its own video one more time. So, as we said, 3-0 loss, New Jersey, Columbus, big shutout in New Jersey. But this is one of the big things that we saw afterwards. Greg Wyszynski tweeted out some New Jersey Devils stats after the Devils got shut out yesterday. They have given up the first goal 32 times in 56 games. They are a minus 18 goal differential in the third period. And since Jack Hughes returned, before being injured again, on December 21st, the Devils are the NHL's worst offensive team, with a .210 goals per game and 29th in points percentage. They are at a .405. First reply says, giving up the first goal might just be a Jacob Markstrom issue. Okay, I am not going to go out there and disagree. That actually was a pretty big deal with Jacob Markstrom in Vancouver. It was a miracle whenever that guy was able to get a shutout because it was like, he actually stopped the first shot. But the conversation on Jack Hughes has gotten so much more toxic, specifically because of this clip. Now, as we noted, Jack Hughes, he is hurt. He didn't play in the game yesterday against Columbus. But this was a comment that he made when asked what message he has to the fans who have lost hope when looking at the standings. His answer is, I honestly don't have anything to say to these fans. After also saying, people pay to watch me play. I don't care how you twist it. It's a horrible look. Now, I'm not going to go out there and try to misconstrue a 42-second answer and just chalk it up to a few words that you could read in about 7 seconds or so, but I really do think that Jack Hughes was not malicious or snobby or bratty in these comments that he made here. I think that this is just a very hopeless situation, and Jack Hughes is a guy who's being quite honest about how he's feeling about the whole thing. The New Jersey Devils suck right now, and nobody on this team is proud about how they are playing or how the team is performing in terms of the wins and the losses, as well as in terms of the actual on-ice play. Nobody's happy with it. So, obviously, Jack Hughes going out there and you listen to the tone, you see how it is that he responds to the question, he looks really demoralized. This is not a guy who is using this question as an opportunity to showboat, to say that I'm so good and that people pay to watch me. It's like, no, people pay to watch me play, and I'm not providing. I don't know what to say. I'm not doing as well as I could. That's the entire feeling that Jack Hughes gives off in this question. And I understand that you can be ticked off with the specific words that he says here, but I wanted to give a little bit more of my opinion on it as well. That statement sounds worse than he intended, John said. I think what he was trying to say is that there's nothing he can say to make the fans feel better about things, other than that the team has to produce more. Mr. White then said, I get that, but he's either slow or completely unaware of what he is saying. He's done thousands of interviews, has been coached through the years by his PR team, and that's his answer after we've been the biggest disappointment this year again? The kid needs to smarten up fast. Furthermore, you had Puck Empire going out there and giving some food for thought. Genuinely curious, I've been seeing Devils fans grow less and less patient with Hughes recently. Would Devils fans be fine with him being traded, whether at the deadline or this offseason? Let's go out there and read this can of worms. Mike Bartner Shout out to him. Fellow YouTuber went out there and said if you trade Jack, you basically have to tear it down. Broad or Hischier can't be the number one guy on a cup team. Not saying Jack is right now, but he has the talent to be. He's 24 years old, he's a point-per-game guy on an $8 million contract for 4 more years. This is a dumb question, and I'm a Rangers fan. Big shout out over to Eck, also fellow YouTuber. Star Wars and hockey, really interesting. Another reply says, I'm absolutely fine with it. The guy plays like 35 games a year. He isn't a primary scorer, and the family name has taken the franchise hostage. Look at how much money we gave Luke just because he's Jack's brother. And then here's Mr. White one more time. As talented as Jack Hughes is, he is made of glass, and this regime made him bigger than God himself. With all the legend we had in the glory days, Lou Lamoriello made sure that nobody was bigger than the team. It's clearly not the case now with this current administration. And so, ultimately, the Jack Hughes discourse has gotten to a pretty interesting point that now it's more than ever relevant, the fact that this guy is so barely available over the course of a full season. He is not an 82-game player. He never has been. He has not played a single 82-game season in the National Hockey League since being drafted in 2019. That's concerning. The fact that he's hurt again, and that he's not really producing as much as he had in the past, on a team that is not producing as much as they had at the start of the season. It's been a really tough go for Jack Hughes and the New Jersey Devils. And I guess, my entire thesis on this video was just to get the conversation going. Devils fans are upset at how everything is looking. They're upset at the way that he talked to the media. They're ticked off at the consistent injuries. They're disappointed with the rest of the team. If we head over to the New Jersey Devils and their subreddit, we'll see some commentary on the Jack Hughes situation. I'll just try to go out there and find it. Take a look at this, Jack Hughes said that he feels good. He wants to be back before the Olympics. Day by day, we'll see how he feels each day. Some of you with your obnoxious takes and comments aren't going to be happy until you run this guy and his brother out of town. He finds himself on another team, healthy and scoring 100 points. Am I frustrated by his injuries? Of course. Am I ready to give up on him and trade him? No. The Olympic discourse is out of hand. He's day to day. There are literally days until the break. Not much anyone can do. Hopefully he's feeling good enough to play in these last 2 games, but if not, I'm not going to crucify the guy for not feeling good enough to play in the Olympics over a week from now. I'd feel the same about Timo, Nico, Brat, and Nemec. Another reply says, yep, here's the quote. I have nothing to say to Devils fans. He's probably looking forward to playing on a good team for a change. Okay, that's, pretty harsh. But with all that said, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comments section. How do you feel about this Jack Hughes discourse? Are you, as a Devils fan, if you are a Devils fan, ticked off at the way things have gone? Is this more the same for Jack Hughes? Or is this a new element to his overall legacy that you are forming new opinions on? You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.